Cobra.
In this week's episode, we spent some time with world-class violinist Johann Scheppel. Learn more about the Cobra Club of South Africa, and SD talks to one of its members. Catch up with Megan as she gives something special away and tells us more about her build. And show you how the Cobra Club of South Africa is helping our animals stay alive. Welcome to King Cobra TV. The Cobra Club of South Africa was founded on the 9th of August 1985 and had a total of 26 members. During its heyday in 2004, we saw the club grow to 400 members. But sadly, because of social distancing and lockdown, the club members went down to only 20 during the worldwide COVID pandemic. The Cobra Club of South Africa is one of the most active car clubs in the country, boasting close to 30 well-organized events, like concourse, and Ford versus Ferrari. Unlike most car clubs in South Africa who organize localized events within their regional chapters, the Cobra Club of South Africa is unique that it hosts national events across South Africa. With its new formed Cape Town chapter, the Cobra Club of South Africa is set to grow leaps and bounds. It is estimated that South Africa has about 2,000 Cobra replicas, with most of them belonging to the Gauteng chapter.
Fantastic to have an awesome guest in our workshop today. Johann Scheppel, also known as the violin spider.
The violin spider, yeah.
Not the violence spider, the violin spider. He's one of the best violin players in the world. And in the next couple of minutes, we'll find out about his violinism, if there's a word like that, and also about his car pedigree. Why a violin? How did you get into becoming a world-famous violinist?
Well, my dad's German and my mom is Kruger Afrikaans. And we're three brothers, so it's decided very early on you're going to do sport and you're going to do music. So all three of us did rugby and violin. And you get sent to a Russian, and when you're in your 20s, then suddenly you discover AC/DC and Meatloaf and Guns N' Roses, and you're like, okay, but why don't we do this rock and roll 80s with a violin?
You've taken this on as a solo career, which is a bold step for a violinist. And then secondly, you've played with the likes of Johnny Clegg. Please tell us more.
All right, so yes, I grew up playing in orchestras and stuff like that. And then eventually you start playing for bands and Afrikaans bands and Zavuka, they play for Johnny Clegg. And Rick Wakeman from Yes, it's a big 80s band. I think that's part of the hair, this is part of the show. So, yeah, it is quite a change. And it's weird to see somebody with hair, an 80s hair, playing 80s rock using a violin. That's like, 400 years old now.
Johann, I'm going to ask you about your car pedigree. I'm going to ask you 4 questions. You can give me one answer. First of all, the car that gave you independence, that very first car that allowed you to pick up your girlfriend, take her out to a movie. Secondly, out of all the cars that you've owned, which car would you say was your ultimate, the best car you ever had? And then what are you driving currently? What is your current car parked in your garage at home? And lastly, pretend you're single, you win the lottery, you can buy any car in the world. What car would that be?
All right, so my first car was a citygolf.com, and it had a very spacious back seat. Now that you're talking about girlfriends, picking up girlfriends. Driving a Kia Sportage. Coolest car, I still own a Defender with a Jag engine. And if I win the lottery, and I don't have to worry about gas or petrol, I'll definitely get a 1969 429 Mustang Boss. I mean, for me, that's the ultimate muscle car, one of the biggest engines Ford has ever put in a car.
Johann, thank you very much for joining us in the workshop today. It was such an awesome pleasure having you here. And there's a little token of our appreciation. So let's get you into one of our Cobras and give you the ride of your life.
Oh, this is so awesome. This is like a rock and roll.
Welcome back to my build. Last time when we unveiled this car, it used to be a rugged man's car. It was black with blue and black leather interior. The wheels were painted completely black and everything inside was also black. So it was a complete man's car. What I promised you last time was to show you, if you ever purchased one of these cars, how to personalize it to your exact taste. So the next step in my build is the paint. There was a few things that had to happen with this car that's still stripped. The next step, it went to the fiberglass division. This is where they discovered that the car had a lot of weak spots. And in order to fix these weak spots, they had to mix resin, apply a few layers of fiberglass in order to strengthen these weak spots and make it a stronger build. So if you ever find out after you've purchased the AC Cobra that the body was in an accident or it wasn't built properly, for instance, the boot doesn't align or there's weak spots in the body, you can take it to someone like HSR Customs to completely repair and make it a better build. So getting back to the paint job, because this car was purchased by a woman, it's going to be built for a woman and it's going to be driven by a woman. Wait for it, I decided to go for the color pink. And I can guarantee you, this is going to be one of a kind.
After the break, we talk to club member Anton about his car. Heinrich tells us more about the club and how you can win your very own Cobra. We visit Willies animal shelter, take Johann on the ride of his life, and Megan gives something special away.
Cobra. Cobra.
I know you won't believe this, but I too was a regular Joe. But then I got one of these. And you too can get yourself into a Cobra. All you need to do is buy a ticket for 100 Rand. And where can you buy these tickets? Go onto the Cobra Club website or cobrashop.co.za or join us at any of our Cobra events. The list of the events is on our website. And who knows? You could be the next winner.
Anton,
Chapiso,
how are you doing, my brother?
I'm good.
Are
Bit
you
chilly
well?
on this lovely autumn morning.
Absolutely, yeah. I tell you, man, the love that we have for these snakes, eh? It
Yeah.
doesn't matter, rain, shine, cold, winter.
Yeah, rain,
we
shine.
come out, you know. So, Anton, we're out here at the Arnold Classic, to display these awesome beasts of us.
Mm-hmm.
So, just to quickly check in with you, man, because I always see you coming out. I've always been curious as to, what build do you have there and what engine. So, yeah, how long have you had it for, first and foremost?
About 4 years now.
Okay.
It's a KCC with the baby V8,
Okay.
289 motor,
Nice.
and a 4-speed gearbox.
Okay.
I swapped the 3-speed out, put the 4-speed in just to get a little bit better fuel consumption.
Okay. So, Anton, how long have you been a member of the club, and what is your favorite part about it?
Yes, I've been a member since the start of 2022. My favorite part is obviously the runs, taking the car out, let the wheels turn, and then the knowledge.
So you also spot on there, Anton, because when I got my car, that's one thing that was worrying me, to say if I need any issue, I have a problem with it, who do I go to? So one of the reasons why I joined the club was exactly that, to get access to that knowledge base. And I think ever since then, every time I see guys when they have problems, they put it out to the club and they get answers to the questions and the issues that they have. And I've seen it personally for me as well.
Yeah, you're right. It's not just something you can walk into your local Midas or AutoZone and there's somebody there to help you.
Anton, great conversation, and I'm definitely happy that I got to catch up with you today. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing you on for more runs that will follow on for the rest of the year.
So, is this a 427 engine or what engine will it be?
Yeah, so this car's got an aftermarket. It's a Chevy. We're running a bow tie block. That is the most precision that you can find on an engine.
Okay.
So this would be in the range of about a 427 Chevy.
Okay.
But because it's got a lot of aftermarket parts on this motor, it's closer to a Ford than a Chevy, but it is still a Chevy motor.
Okay, wow. And it accelerates really fast, I suppose, you know, as a race car.
It's not that fast. I would compare the acceleration probably to something like 800 Daewoo.
Okay. And this is what, how many horsepower? 5?
About 5.
5.
But very strong horses. But like the strongest horses that you can find. Yeah, so this is the closest that you'll get to driving a race car legally on a road.
That's the street. Okay. Okay, well. There's an urban myth, I don't know if it's true, that Shelby used to put a $100 bill on the dash, and if it accelerates, if you can catch it, you can take it.
Let's put a $100 bill and see. Oh, I don't have any $100 bills with me.
Oh, this is sexy. Very beautiful.
Could you get the dollar bill?
What dollar bill?
Even if there was a $1 bill, you would not find it.
No, no way.
Yeah, so check this off. Clip.
Oh, man. Okay. And is this a 4-speed or what's it?
This has got a 5-speed BMW gearbox. So it shifts very quickly. You don't struggle to find gear. A lot of these cars are built on BMW suspension, so it's got a lot of BMW parts.
Oh, wow, okay. So you can customize it any which way you want.
You will never find two Cobras
Exactly the same, yeah.
that are exactly the same. They will have different interiors, different paint jobs, different wheels, different engines.
Is there a lot of Chevy engines?
Yeah. What a lot of guys don't understand when they go into the history of Cobras is that Carroll Shelby did use a Ford engine, but he wanted to put in a Chevy. That was his original car.
To race with?
No, just go with Chevy for all Cobras. But Chevy would not allow him to use their engine because they had a Corvette,
Okay.
which would have been a competitor to this car.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, if they allowed Carroll to put in a Chevy motor, all Cobras would have had Chevy motors.
Okay. So what did they put in back then, like a 47 or something like that? Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
So The average or the nice Chevy motor to put in the car, the normal run-of-the-mill Chevy motor, is a 350.
Okay.
But a lot of guys prefer to put a stroker kit on the motor and then take it to a 383. So with that 383, you get in the region of about 300 to 400 horsepower, which is more than sufficient for a car this light. So the power to weight ratio is just insane.
Oh, wow.
Don't go anywhere, because after the break, we give Scylla from Willies a massive surprise. Tell you how you can join the club and give a lucky viewer something special.
Cobra. Get down to the yellow and blue. Cobra. Get down to the yellow and blue.
We would like to encourage Cobra owners across the country to join the Cobra Club. We are a very strong club with over 200 active members. We've got a WhatsApp group with combined Cobra building and fixing knowledge of more than 200 years. So all you need to do is go onto our website, cobraclub.co.za, and follow the prompts. Let us know where you are, and please join the Cobra Club of SA. Hope to see you at one of our runs.
In 2022, the Cobra Club of South Africa was registered with the National Lottery Association of South Africa. The beneficiary of this raffle was Willies Animal Shelter in Pretoria North. A portion of all the proceeds collected from the raffle went to Willies. And we are happy to have had the honor of donating 100,000 rands, which is the equivalent of 5 tons of dog food. We spoke to Scylla from Willies to tell us more about the charity.
Fantastic day out, beautiful sunny sky. That's how we like it to drive in our Cobras, beautiful sunny weather, and lots and lots and lots and lots and one more lots of dog food. We're out here at Willies Animal Shelter with me, a name that's synonymous with Willies, a name that's synonymous with animal rescue, animal welfare. Scylla, welcome to our King Cobra TV show. And in a nutshell, please tell our viewers what Willies is all about.
I would like to say a huge thank you to the Cobra Club and each and everyone who helped and contributed for us to have this quite a lot, not quite a lot, it's a huge donation of dog food. Thank you very much. Willies is an animal shelter. We're taking care of abandoned and abused animals. At this stage, we are taking care of more than 1,000 animals, about 700 dogs and 400 cats. If you count that, it's not 1,000, it's more than that. I'm always scared to say the amount of animals because we've got quite a lot of animals at Willies. But yes, we're taking care of 1,000 animals.
Cobra fans, this is what we do. The Cobra Club of South Africa, 2022, we gave away a Cobra car for 100 Rand. And that 100 Rand, you stood a chance to win a completed Cobra car, V8 muscle machine. And the money that we raised as a club allowed us to sponsor over 100,000 Rand worth of dog food for Willies Animal Shelter. That's 5 tons worth of dog food. And our new competition is starting. Get your tickets in. Make sure you're part of the draw. You have to be in it to win it. And by doing that, you stand a chance to win a beautiful dark blue Cobra with white stripes. And while doing that, you're part of our charity drive in sponsoring dog food to the Willies Animal Shelter. Get your ticket now.
Hi everyone, welcome to this week's segment of Win With Megs.
Win With Megs.
This week I'm giving something special away for all the ladies out there. It's similar to the one I'm wearing at the moment, except this one has got white 3D stitching with the word Cobra on it. To win this beauty, all you need to do is SMS the word Cobra to 071 156 8091. Good luck.
Coming up in our next episode, we talk about the club and to some more club members. And Angelique Herbert tells us all about her fascinating career.
Ek staan nou al so, pigeon-toed, dat ek nie moet swing nie. Nou moet ek op my hakke staan. Dat ek... We encourage you as a Cobra owner, join the movement. Become part of what we want to do. You can.
Which one?
Which question?
The one you just asked. No, okay, what's the question? No, I mean, where do I start?
You must actually write it down so you can just read it.
I've got to focus on your face. There we go. Okay.
So the last time when we revealed blah blah blah. Nee, ek het nou gedink ek moet pause. Continue. La 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 la. For a woman, by a woman. Nee, dit klink of ek 'n gay girl het. But SMS the words Cobra. SMS the word Cobra.
Wait. Let me just frame it again.
Like 3.
Good call.
Always something, eh?
Always something.
It's a fun car, except when it rains.
Gotta give me that again, but not look at the camera after you finish. Don't worry.
I must write it down so I can just read it again.
Okay? 100%.
Except when it rains.
Absolutely.
When the dogs eat this much food, how many black bag sponsors do you have for all the that you have to pick up? With the amount of dogs and cats that you have, don't you stink up the place? Between dogs and cats, what animal would you say is your least favorite and why would you say cats?
We've got a 100.
Interview with Slash from Guns N' Roses, take 1. Yeah, Joe. Interview.
Is dit Engels of Afrikaans? Is dit Engels?
Engels.
Okay, okay.
All right.
Gelukkig is dit nie Duits.
Johann, so out of all the music instruments out there, what would you say is the most gayest instrument and why would you say violin?
Gayest instrument. An organ.
As an average Afrikaner, or nee, want is
Ja nee. We were still okay. Ons doen dit. My broers almal lewe nog, hoor. Okay.
how did you get into the violin scene? Violin.
Like sex and violence.
Ek moet die hele tyd konsentreer om dit te sê violin. Violin. Why are you playing the violin? Okay. Move to Machen.
Mag nie.
All is good. And you come single-handedly and you it up.
Sex and violence.
Yeah, and Guns N' Roses and fucking... A violin is always part of a big band. It's like a backup singer for fucking Beyonce. Johann, thank you, boy.
Dankie. Pak 'n palm.